All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're taking you on an epic journey to the roof of the world. I'm talking about a place that stretches from the birthplace of the Buddha all the way to the highest point on Earth. This is your complete guide to Nepal. So get ready because we are about to explore a land of incredible highs, both literally and spiritually.
You know, this quote just hits it right on the head. It perfectly captures the magic of Nepal. Yeah, everyone dreams of the giant peaks, but as you're about to see, it's the incredible culture and spirit you find in the valleys that really grabs hold of you and makes this a journey you will never, ever forget. So, to make sense of it all, we're going to follow what I like to call the Grand Nepal Loop. Think of it as our roadmap. We'll kick things off in the heart of these ancient kingdoms. Then, we'll get the adrenaline pumping in the adventure capital. After that, we're going up. Way up, to the roof of the world. Then we'll dive into the wild jungles of the lowlands. And finally, I'll give you all the essential tips you need to plan your own trip. First up, the Kathmandu Valley. And look, forget what you think you know about museums. This isn't about dusty relics behind glass. Here, ancient temples are literally your neighbors, sharing a wall with bustling markets. Centuries-old traditions, they're just part of everyday life. This is a place where history is alive and breathing all around you.
The valley is famous for its 3 Durbar squares. Now, these were the royal palaces for 3 different powerful kingdoms that were all competing with each other right here. Kathmandu Square is this amazing, vibrant, chaotic hub right in the capital. Patan is known as the city of fine arts, and the craftsmanship there is just mind-blowing. And then you've got Bhaktapur, which feels like you've stepped back in time into this perfectly preserved medieval city. Each one gives you a totally different vibe. Oh, and a quick pro tip while we're talking about Bhaktapur, you absolutely have to try the Juju Dahu. It's this thick, sweet, incredibly creamy yogurt, and they serve it in a traditional clay pot. Seriously, trust me on this one. You take one bite, and you'll get why they call it the king curd. Okay, so from the ancient history of the valley, we're going to switch gears completely. We're heading to Pokhara. It's this beautiful lakeside city that is pretty much the launch pad for every adventure you can have in Nepal. This place is where total serenity meets pure adrenaline. The geography in Pokhara is just unreal. You've got this calm, beautiful lake sitting right at the foot of the massive Annapurna Mountains. It's a natural playground. I mean, imagine yourself soaring like an eagle over Phewa Lake with the Himalayas right there as your backdrop. Or you could be exploring these deep, mysterious caves hidden under the ground. It's no joke when they call this the adventure capital of Nepal. But Pokhara also has this deeply peaceful side. If you take a short hike up to the World Peace Pagoda, you are rewarded with one of the most incredible views in all of Asia. You can see the entire Annapurna mountain range perfectly reflected in the calm water of the lake below. It's just a moment of pure, quiet magic. And now we ascend. This is it. This is the reason most people dream about coming to Nepal. We are heading into the high Himalaya, a realm where giants walk the earth, the air gets thin, and the views will absolutely take your breath away. So this is just a little snapshot of a classic Everest trek. The whole journey kicks off with a heart-pounding flight into Lukla, seriously, one of the most dramatic airports on the planet. From there, you'll spend a couple of days trekking through unbelievable scenery to get to Namche Bazaar, which is the buzzing capital of the Sherpa people. And a few days after that, you'll reach the spiritual heart of the whole region, the incredible Tengboche Monastery. And get this number, just to put things in perspective. Tengboche sits at almost 4,000 meters. That's higher than pretty much any mountain in the Alps or the Rockies. And it's right here, with the sound of monks chanting in the air, that you get your first jaw-dropping, clear view of Mount Everest. It's a moment that's going to be burned into your memory forever. But hey, trekking here isn't just about Everest. Over in the Annapurna region, there's a place called Muktinath. It's this sacred site where fire and water literally meet. Up here, at over 3,700 meters, pilgrims from 2 different religions brave the freezing water from 108 spouts, and they witness an eternal flame that actually burns on top of the water. It's otherworldly. Now listen up, because this is a crucial pro tip. Acclimatization is everything. A total rookie mistake is trying to go up way too fast. The pro move? Fly into the high-altitude town of Jomsom and just give your body at least 2 days to get used to the thin air before you push onto Muktinath. This isn't just about being safe, it's about actually being able to enjoy the incredible journey. All right, let's do a complete 180. From the icy, thin air of the Himalayas, we are dropping all the way down to the hot, humid, and totally vibrant jungles of the Terai lowlands. This is a side of Nepal so many people miss, and trust me, you do not want to be one of them.
So, which park is for you? Well, it kind of depends. If you're a bit short on time and you really want that guaranteed rhino sighting, Chitwan is definitely your best bet. It's easier to get to, but if you are craving a real wild adventure and want a chance to spot the incredible elusive Bengal tiger, then you've got to make the journey out to Bardia.
So, when should you go? For the best wildlife viewing, you're going to want to aim for the dry season, which is roughly October to March. And here's why. As all the little streams and ponds dry up, the animals all start gathering at the few remaining waterholes, which, you guessed it, makes them way easier for us to spot. It's as simple as that. So, are you feeling inspired? Ready to start looking at flights? Awesome. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. This is the essential must-know advice you need to plan a trip that's smooth, safe, and respectful to this incredible country. Okay, here is your pre-flight checklist. First thing, as soon as you land, grab a local SIM card at the airport. You'll thank me later. Next, make sure you have enough cash. Once you leave the big cities, cards are not going to do you much good. And then the golden rule of packing for Nepal. Layers, layers, and more layers. You can go from sweating in the jungle to freezing in the mountains in a single day. And finally, be a smart traveler and bring some water purification tablets. It's better for you, and it's way better for the environment.
A little bit of cultural respect will go such a long way in Nepal. A simple namaste with your hands together and a smile will open so many doors. Always remember to take your shoes off before you go into someone's home or a temple, and always, always use your right hand to give or receive things. These little gestures really show people that you're a thoughtful and respectful visitor.
But beyond all the logistics and planning, the real Nepal feeling is something you experience with your senses. It's waking up to the sound of prayer bells echoing through a quiet valley. It's that unique, comforting smell of butter lamps burning in an ancient monastery. And yeah, it's the steam rising off a plate of fresh-made momos. So, after all that, are you ready for what could possibly be the single most breathtaking hour you will ever spend in the air? And that brings me to my final pro tip. Look, maybe a 2-week trek just isn't in the cards for you, but you still want to experience the magic of Everest. Well, there's a solution. The panoramic mountain flight from Kathmandu. For 1 solid hour, you will fly right alongside the Himalayan giants, getting this incredible up-close view of the top of the world. It is an experience that will leave you absolutely speechless. And honestly, it's the perfect way to top off your amazing journey to this country.